Hello, one and all, and welcome to Bronze Casters. My name is Steege, and I'm here in the booth with my friend SimplyNickish. How you doing today, Nick?
I'm good. That was a very formal introduction to one and all. I like that.
Yeah, it's everyone. You're all invited. Get in here. We're watching some bronze replays today. We're gonna be casting and having a grand old time. We got a special one for you today, and both teams are getting ready and getting set up. We got about 40 seconds till the start. Nick, if you're looking at these comps right here, well, not everybody's actually selected yet,
The
but
lack
thereof so far. Blue team's moving out now.
This is worth noting that this is on the new season.
Season 4, baby.
Yeah, season 4. So
we're in it.
We're back on Route 66.
Yes, we are. The map pools are gone. One of the best decisions Blizzard ever made for this game is getting rid of those dumb map pools. No one liked that. It's like that. It's like that Fallout reference where it's like everybody disliked that. That's exactly what exactly what that was.
Apex does the same thing, and I've always hated it in games. I don't understand why they don't have every map accessible, to be honest.
Red team having a beautiful little powwow at the beginning right there. That was very touching, very good to see.
We've got an Echo. I really don't see a lot of Echo, but I honestly think very strong.
That is true. That is true. Blue team playing a very defensive corner right here. You like to see that. Definitely what you want to see happen.
You think it's better to be much more defensive and not try and hold that initial gambit?
Well, they are holding the corner really well, is what I'm trying to say. I mean, you want to be playing those corners. It's definitely the better thing to do. Kiriko almost going down, but she's able to save herself and get a little bit of a cleanse off. Going up top and then saving the Hanzo, possibly, maybe. Got Junker Queen up front here, popping the shouts. Trying to see if they can make any kind of advancement up on the blue team.
What do you think about this tank matchup? The Junker into the Rhine?
So, I personally do really like playing Junker Queen. Oh, and Junker Queen's gonna go down, getting hit by the Hanzo. Res coming out from the Mercy. What an awesome res. Reinhardt tries to go in to get a pin on the Mercy. Isn't able to do so.
That's what I was gonna say, yeah. Good attempt, but unfortunately the Mercy was too quick.
Reinhardt getting really low. Great kill on the Reinhardt by the Junker Queen. I honestly think the matchup between the two can go really either way. Like, it can be kind of difficult as Junker Queen against Reinhardt, but also like your melee attacks and stuff like that will go through the shield, like your axe and stuff. Your axe and maybe your melee attack as well will go through the shield just like any other melee attack. So, you know, it could kind of go either way, but
yeah, dependent on the surrounding.
But Reinhardt does a lot of
push from Red though.
What's that?
Great first push from Red though.
Oh, honestly, yeah.
Almost capped this first point.
That was really good. Blue team going to be pulling out a Sigma now, seeing if they're able to get anything from that. Ult coming out from the Hanzo on the red team, able to get to the blue team Brigida.
Yeah, aiming it up on that cliff to try and take the Brigida out.
Right.
He's had some massive buffs in this new patch.
Who's had some? Oh, the Brigida. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Mercy getting the revive off, but going down. That was definitely a risky revive, but you know they were able to go 1-for-1 for it. But you got to wonder if it's even worth it whenever you end up having a healer down at the end of that. Echo back here, trying to push the card a little bit. Yeah, the sacrifice play. I mean, that's true, but you know, teams not pushing the cart currently. Oh, okay. We have someone on the cart. That's good. I was wondering if
Sigma takes out the Hanzo.
Oh, the Junker Queen going down mid ults. Unfortunately, for the Junker Queen, they are not going to be able to get that ult off.
Yeah, that was some clean shooting from Tombury here on the Cassidy.
Absolutely. And he didn't even have to use his ultimate. He's still holding on to that. Let's see if he's able to get any value out of it.
Now, I know you are a big fan of any Cassidy nerfs. What do you think about the nade nerf?
Oh my god, what a headshot from Monkey on the Hanzo.
Clap.
Absolutely clapped. Red team trying to come out from the back, it looks like, to see if they're able to flank a little bit here and get something off of that. So yeah, the Hanzo nerfs, not Hanzo, the Cassidy nerfs, I'm totally down with. I think his nade did absolutely too much damage. It still kind of does, but you know, it's better now. At least he can't just like one-shot body shot into a grenade and then just automatically win the fight. High Noon coming out from the Cassidy is able to get the Junker Queen. Junker Queen not having a great time. The Echo, it looks like, is making a lot of value out of that Brigida ult, able to get the Brigida ult off, possibly heal her team a little bit.
That's what I was watching as well. I think that was really interesting to send in the Brigida there because it really created a lot of space.
It did. I mean,
behind that to keep pushing the payload. Absolutely.
The Brigida actually, I think Brigida ulting kind of just makes her a second tank, like an off tank almost.
Oh, absolutely.
She gains, I believe, 100 rechargeable armor during that time, and also, you know, just the giant shield and the giant shield buff as well. Blue team
Sigma change going
a little
hard
bit
right now. Sigma is
absolutely
being a Sigma.
Sure. Oof me, no, oof the other team. Currently, I would say is a little bit more. Is a little bit. That was a dumb joke. I'm sorry. It was a horrible joke.
I started it with the Sigma joke, so I think we can lay each other off on that one. The red regrouping, trying to get back in.
Yep. Shout coming out from the Junker Queen, seeing if they can get a little bit of a push going off. Hanzo ultimate coming out, seeing if he can get anybody on that top
really
roof.
High on that one. I don't really know who
I think he was going specifically for the Cassidy, but the Cassidy just rolled right out of the way. Not 100% sure about the usefulness on that, but hey, sometimes you just got to use it to get out of that little that tight little situation. Nice cleanse coming down from the blue team. Kiriko.
Ooh, that's super clean, yeah. The two DPS putting in some work here, Tombury and Allura.
Absolutely.
I wonder if that's a reference to Critical Role, but anyway.
No idea.
I'll be watching a lot of that.
Only 60 seconds remaining for the red team to push here. They've only gotten 1 point so far. Big ultimates coming out. Looks like the Sigma's able to get the Brigida. And the red team is looking kind of rough at the moment.
This is looking like a full 1 point push. Good fighting back though.
2 down on the red team currently. But it looks like they're trying to regroup a little bit. They still have 30 seconds to make something happen.
They've got to get something done now. Junker's having a hard time.
Really close fight there by the tanks. Unfortunately, it looks like the Sigma is receiving a little bit more healing as the Echo goes down from that terribly overpowered Cascade. I'm sorry, is my bias showing? I think my bias is showing. It might be showing.
This is a bronze game, right? Because this Kiri is doing some serious work.
Hey, you know what?
On keeping this Sigma up.
Some people make really good plays in bronze. It just happens. I mean, some people are going to climb, you know, even if they start in bronze.
True.
So... Oh, did that Echo just change to Cassidy right as they were about to die? That was a great play. Sojourn trying to get a little bit of damage down. Not really shooting them much.
Yeah, they've been...
Once again, the payload doesn't have a health bar, thank God.
That'd be an interesting change.
Yeah, right? It's just like, you don't get to push the payload because it doesn't exist anymore. So what do we do now? And it looks like the red team are going to be pushed off of the payload. They didn't even actually die. They just kind of got pushed off, and yeah,
the Sigma putting in work on that defense.
Absolutely. What are your thoughts about that first round? What do you? I mean, clearly the red team did struggle a little bit to be able to make something happen. I mean, the crazy part is that you know, they were able to push to the first point so quickly. Like they did relatively well there. Was it just that tank change?
I think the tank changed, and I think staying on Junker was not the call there. I think if you need to make a hard push like that and you're running out of time, Junker's just not going to offer you enough in quick time for your team to rally behind. You know, you either go kind of hard dive, try and get on the, you know, try to get on Tombury on the
like
Cassidy,
a Winston maybe.
Yeah, so maybe a dive like a Win, or you know, if you really just want to go hard tank and let the healers do the work for you. You know, this Mercy was been put in some bad positions, but you could have gone for the Rhine. You know,
absolutely,
and try to really just push with the payload and keep it crawling, you know, and let your healers do the work.
Right, exactly. No, yeah, it's that tank switch for the blue team was a huge decision. I mean, if the Junker Queen is able to get inside on the Sigma, can maybe do a little bit of damage, but you know, I think switching to the Sigma gave the blue team tank the range that he needed, which is kind of not a Junker Queen's strong suit, you know? So I think
the Sigma stun is so hard for a Junker Queen to deal with.
Absolutely.
Because as soon as you get close, that stun just kind of removes you from...
If he lands that rock, it's just kind of done. Blue team DPS coming out on the Widow. Interested to see if they're able to land any good shots
here.
Oh, some nice doinks, some nice little deeps coming down from
their own Sigma. I don't know if you want to rewind that.
I'm sorry, wait, what was that?
If you watch this quick spin here, because it fires on her own Sigma. So if you rewind it back.
Okay.
She fires on the enemy Sigma.
Got it.
And then does a spin, and then fires on her own Sigma teammate.
Oh shit! That's amazing.
She got so confused. Just can he shoot anything?
You know what? It happens. It happens sometimes. You know,
I do it all
in the heat of the moment. Sometimes you just shoot at your own tank.
Oh, that's what we want to see.
They are very
from
imposing.
Replays,
they are very imposing, even if they're your own tank.
Yeah.
Big heals coming down from the Moira, able to keep her team alive. But the red team is kind of getting pushed back here. Moira struggling to go up the stairs. Blue team Cassie laying down a little bit. That grenade went somewhere. Not sure where. That's that beautiful AI on that grenade. The magnetism.
I honestly don't know how you attack this Sigma, you know, at this stage. This Kiri's doing so much work keeping them up.
Absolutely, yeah. The healing, honestly, the healing on both teams is pretty good. But yeah, that red team, I'm sorry, the blue team healers are really putting in work.
Yeah, and you can see now Ridian's changed to the Sigma to try and match this.
That is true.
Understanding that the Junker isn't working.
And it looks like most of the red team is going to go down.
Just a straight pushback.
Right. The blue team is regrouping any people that they lost here in order to push. They do not have to go incredibly far. We've got a blue team switch to the Sombra.
Oh, just threw up in my face.
Your bias is showing.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Do you know what? I'm not sorry. I hate this hero. This is, aside from Genji, this is the
coming
worst
out from
hero
the
in the game. I hate this hero.
Big escape from the Sombra, able to put a little bit of annoyance down in the back line. Honestly, probably just trying to get people off of the point so that they can just walk right in. Sigma ultimate coming out from the blue team Sigma, able to get the Moira. Now the red team Sigma ultimate is coming out, but they C9'd and had to step off the points, unfortunately. Unable to do so.
That was so abrupt. I had no idea.
Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back and actually get a free cam POV here to kind of see what happened. All right, so blue team's
I was not ready for that,
pushing
honestly.
the point. The red team is so far back right now.
Yeah.
And the blue team, the red team just isn't even on the point touching. I mean, the red team tried to come out with the Sigma ult to get blue team players off the point, but that didn't really work too well if there's not also a red person there to contest. So, yeah.
I feel like that's really common in bronze lobbies as well, of just, you know, you're not thinking about someone getting on. You're all just thinking about, oh, I need to stand back so I don't get killed. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, the whole team's on this roof. Okay.
It's an interesting paradox, an interesting dichotomy that you see in a lot of bronze lobbies. Either A, I have to stand so far away that I don't get in danger, or B, I need to charge all the way in and 1v5 the enemy team. There's not a lot of in between, and I think the people that find out the in between are able to move up in the ranks a little bit.
But I've been doing a lot recently the classic you know, Moira thing of if I just need to get onto the point, you get in and then you're just dancing around the point. But quite often, as you said, you know, especially towards the last bits of the maps, you tend to just be filtering in one by one just to try and keep it going. So you're just going like 5 1v1s basically,
right?
Which is never going to work out.
Right, exactly. Well, we saw a pretty good game here. The blue team coming out on top. Red team had a strong start coming out the gate, but wasn't able to capitalize on it. And you know, that's just what happens sometimes. Sometimes you just have a really strong start, you get counterpicked, and if you're not able to answer it, it just doesn't work out well for you. And the other team is able to capitalize on their changes. So pretty quick game for all of you guys today. Anything to add, Nick?
Absolutely. My play of the game for this game is 100% the Widow shooting her own Sigma.
Oh yeah,
Just absolutely,
I loved it.
Absolutely killed me.
The Sombra trolling, you know, was nice. I think at that point the blue team Sombra knew that they were probably gonna win, so they just went and just sprayed behind the red team.
Sombra never deserves to win.
No, but they did win. It was the blue team Sombra. It's okay. Last time we did this, I said the wrong team won, so you know everybody gets one. But that's all right. Hey, we got a quick one for all of you today, but it was a great game. I enjoyed it. Nick, I'm sure you enjoyed it, and I hope you all at home enjoyed it. Any parting words, Nick? Okay.
Bye.
We'll see you all next time. My name is Steve1.
I'm Nick.
And we'll see you on the next Broadcasters. Have a great day, everyone.
Ciao.
Let's go.